So good to be here. Thanks so much for coming out to this weird building. This is the entertainment capital of Wisconsin. Don't believe any other naysayers, it's right here. And I love that this club isn't in the city part. I love that. I love that. This club isn't where you see this beautiful skyline. It's in the neighborhood where it belongs. It's just a nondescript building in a neighborhood with school zones. I love it. And we're up here in the attic. Proud of you guys. You walked in, and you saw that this old building had an elevator, and you still took it. You know? Proud of you. Took a lot of courage. Like, can I take the stairs? They're like, no, there's no. Did anyone make that mistake? I made that mistake the other night. I'm like, nah, I'm taking the stairs, and it only takes you to the second floor. And there's like a line of people for the elevator, and they're like, huh? And I'm like, I'm gonna take the stairs, and then I had to shamefully walk back. I didn't know that it didn't go to the top, you know. So it's good we're here. It's been an interesting weekend of shows. Last night during the Late Show, a bat came out from the rafters. Yeah, just just keep that in the back of your head, yeah. While you're laughing, mouth open, maybe. Like when they're asking the experts, did you see the people behind, like the people in? What was that, by the way? Is that a bat? What was that? No one's answering, by the way. I do want to bring that up. It was a bird? Okay. We seem to be divided. Some people are like, it's a bird. I feel like the people saying it's a bird just want the show to continue. And the people saying bad are like, well, I mean, it's pretty close, you know? It's just a shaved, a bat is just a bird that manscapes. Like, it's pretty close, you know? All right, well, what a weird, you know? Sometimes as a comedian, before you come on stage, you sit in the back and you're like, I wonder how this set's gonna go. And this wasn't on my bingo card of like, oh, first you're gonna make eye contact with a man who looks sad that you exist. And then you're gonna say, oh, he looks like he was in the background during the UFO, and then a bat is gonna swoop through. Well, who knows what's gonna happen next. Just so you know, I don't have health insurance. So if that bat takes a bite of me, do not call the ambulance. Just call me an Uber or something, because I can't handle that bill. Someone just take me.
A few moments later.
I'm still thinking of the bat. Everything I've been saying the last couple minutes, pure autopilot, and I'm just like, the only thing I'm telling myself is if it swoops down near me, don't freak out, all right? These people will not respect you. And you can't go back to just telling jokes if you're like, like you can't do that, which I shouldn't even do that. That's like their mating call. Like that level of, that pitch right there, that's not what you should do. It's gonna call them.
I did spend a lot of the pandemic working on myself. I think a lot of people did that. I don't know if you guys can tell I'm trying to stand up straight. I started working on my posture because I got an ad on Instagram that was asking me if I was slouching too much. I was just scrolling. They're like, are you slouching right now? And I looked in the mirror, and sure enough, I'm like this. And I'm like, how closely are you watching me? But what they were trying to do is sell me these rubber bands that go around your shoulders, and they make you, you know, stand like a guy that you hate. You know these dudes that just come into a room all shoulders and Adam's apple everywhere they go? No one likes that guy. His name's usually Trevor or something. You know the guy. He runs a CrossFit gym. I don't know if this is hitting too close for anybody. Just come on. So I almost bought these rubber bands and make you stand like a Trevor. But I didn't, because I'm like, I have mental strength. I can just remind myself to stand up straight. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been standing up straight. And you know what I learned? Standing up straight hurts my back. Like right now, this is very uncomfortable. Right where all the bones meet, pain. You know what feels good? This right here. This right here has never hurt me once. Never once have I been like this going, ooh, we gotta straighten out. I think this is where we're supposed to be. You know who I think had it right? That dude in the middle of the evolutionary chart. You know what I'm talking about? The cavemen. On one end, there'd be a guy crawling, and at the other end, a Trevor just walking all upright. But if you look in the middle, there's just a guy with like a healthy slouch. I think that's where we're supposed to be. In fact, if you see a guy with this slouch, this is a good guy right here, all right? Befriend this guy. This guy will pick you up from the airport, okay? He'll be early. He'll have Starbucks ready. This is a good guy. This dude, he will try to date your girlfriend when you're gone on that trip. Not a great guy. I think I'm just gonna accept my curved spine, because I'm body positive. I love the body positivity movement. I'm not gonna live up to Instagram standards of spinal cords. Mine has a bit of a hitch in it, and I'm gonna love it. I love the body positivity movement. If you guys don't know what the body positivity movement is, that's where your body kind of sucks, but you love it anyway. What a great movement. Why would you hate your body? You love it. That's the one you got. You're like, yeah, but that guy's got a better one. Yeah, well, that guy sucks. You got what you got. You might as well love it. I wish body positivity was around sooner. I could have used it when I was a chubby kid growing up wearing a t-shirt in the pool. I could have used it then. I could have used body positivity then. I thought I looked slim, and you know I didn't. That was the chubbiest I ever looked. I would just come out, the shirt would be hugging my voluptuous curves. Not anymore, I'm body positive. I was at the beach last week, I took my shirt off. I don't care if my nipples don't match. I'm out there. Body positivity. My only knock on the body positivity movement, and I think it will evolve over time, but I hope one day body positivity can move north to include the face. I don't know if you guys have noticed, body positivity seems to cut off right around here. Right around here. Here down, you gotta love your body. That's your body. From here up, oh yeah, you gotta fix that. And you're like, why? It's connected. You're like, no. It isn't. Don't mess with your face, you guys. Your face is beautiful. That's your face. Two people came together, they had an intimate moment, and this is the receipt. I feel like more people should cheer at that, but everyone's always like, yeah, but my parents were pretty ugly. If I want to smooth out some of these dents and divots, I will. I don't know, man. Life was good before the pandemic for me, anyway. 2019 was a great year. 2019 was the first year I started to feel like an adult. I was, in 2019, I was 32, and I was like, it's time, you know? I was feeling like an adult. I bought a couch that year. It was a big year for me. I'm not saying I never owned a couch before. I'm just saying I never paid for one before, all right? It's my first time purchasing a couch. It was a big year. I also paid taxes that year. Never did that before. First timer. And I'm not trying to say I was a tax cheat. I always filed my taxes like a responsible citizen, but all the other years, the government was like, whoa, looks like you need this. In fact, here's a little extra. We're worried about you, you know? 2019 was the first year they asked me for money, and just like that, I'm now a Republican. That's how that works. First 31 years, bleeding heart liberal. We gotta help everybody. Until they asked me for money, and I'm like, well, you guys gotta pick yourselves up by your bootstraps. You can't be pulling the wagon for everybody. That's my favorite joke, because it's for everybody. That's a bipartisan tax joke right there. Everyone can enjoy it. One side's like, oh, that's cute, he's being ironic. And the other side's like, he's seeing the light. He gets how it works now.
No time for dreaming.
Hey, everyone. How are you? One more time for Paul. Make it loud for him. Getting you guys buttered up. How are you? How are you? You guys are wonderful. I want to apologize to that table right there. I came through the curtain with too much emphasis, and I hit your pizza with my curtain, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think that's ever been washed. So I would skip that slice right there. Eat the rest of it, but that one slice, you should leave that one. I came out, I don't know, he said my name, and then there's music, and I've always been a pro wrestling fan, and I was like, and I'm like, oh no. That's how you know I wouldn't be a good wrestler. You're not supposed to break out of character just because you hit someone's pizza with a curtain, you know. You don't see that a lot in wrestling. Like, oh my goodness, are you okay? You're supposed to be like, yeah, and your mother too. Like, that's the energy. And that's not my natural go-to. Those are big Cokes, ladies. I like that. It's like a small pitcher of Coke. Wow, all right. Every night I'm surprised by what people are drinking. In the front, there's white wine in a bucket. I love it. Last night someone sat there and they were drinking tea. Just tea. I don't know if that's normal for you, but it was weird for me, all right? It was the late show. It starts at 10 o'clock. I come out, she's pouring tea. Like she's about to read a book by a fireplace or something. And I'm like, all right, I like you guys, though. You guys live your lives the way you want. You got the whole bucket of beer. I love that. You're like, well, I only want to talk to the server once. So, you just drop the bucket off, and we'll see where we get to by the end. I like it, man. I like Calgary. It feels like you guys can do what you want here. You know? Yeah. Drink Coke out of a pitcher. Have tea at midnight. You know? Get a bucket of beer. I like it. It's good. This is my second time coming to Calgary. The first time I came was in 2018, and I didn't see any of it because it was February. And I'm not from cold climates. I grew up in San Diego, where it's 70 degrees all around. I don't know what that is in your weather, but like today, like what you had today, it's like that over there all the time. So I came here, and I didn't know about winter shoes. I just wore my regular shoes. I didn't know there are different degrees of shoes. And apparently my shoes were too thin. The club was downtown. I had to leave the hotel, and my feet were like, no. I had thin socks. I didn't even know they sold thick socks. I learned so much on that trip. Everyone's friendly. Some people you don't want to be friendly in this town. I remember last time I was here, I took the train to get to the club from the hotel, and I was sitting across a guy, full-grown adult, and he had a bucket of candy. And he's just nibbling on some candy on the train, full-grown, like me, paid his taxes, regular guy, just eating a bucket of candy. And then he looks over at me like, do you want some candy? And I was like, I think I've been trained my whole life for this situation. Like, you ever learn something when you're a kid and then it just flashes back in that moment? You're like, no. And that's exactly how I said no. Like a 6-year-old just got invited into a van. No. Mommy said not to. And he's like, oh, okay. And he was like very polite about it. I was like, I'm still getting off at the next stop. I don't care how thin these shoes are. But it's nice. I feel bad because I didn't see the city again. Yesterday I got in late, so there wasn't an opportunity. But today I had a plan. I was going to go. I'm a big wrestling fan, and Bret the Hitman Hart opened a bar in a casino. And I'm like, I'm going to that. And that was my plan. I've been planning this since Monday. I'm like, I'm going to go to that bar. I originally wanted to have lunch there, but they don't open till 4. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll leave at 3:30, take an Uber over there, and I'll be the first guy at the bar. That must happen a lot. That's what wrestling, you know? That's most wrestling fans are dorks like me in their mid to late 30s that are like, I'm not over my childhood. I'd like to come in, I won't order much, I'll stare at the walls, and maybe I'll ask small questions, annoying little questions. Does he come in often? Like, just little, does he happen to be in today? I don't. But I ended up not going, because I'm also at the age where I don't want to do anything. You ever do that? You ever take a shower and lay down and you're like, we're done? And then you look at your watch, it's 2:30 in the afternoon, and you're like, we are done. I was so comfortable today, if my room wasn't just right there, I don't think I would have made it to the show. That's how comfortable I was today. I went to the gym, got a little workout, and I went back to and I watched Roadhouse. It was great. I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, it was my first. Not the original. I've watched the original many times, but the remake that came out. I know it's a year old, but I'm finally catching up, and it's great. I just like, well, I don't know what it is. I watched the movie, and I just want to slap men now. And like the opening fight, Jake Gyllenhaal just open hands, like 5 guys, and then all the women at the bar like, oh my God. And it was like, another one, you know? And then he took him to the hospital, and I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. Next person that crosses me, I'm going to give him a little. But you know I wouldn't, you know? It just means I'm going in the elevator now with too much energy, you know? You ever do that? You ever watch like an aggressive movie and then you go out into the real world when people are nice, and now I'm just in an elevator going down from the 6th floor all the way to the 1st with 2 senior citizens just waiting. Just waiting. Who's it gonna be? Who's gonna get a little bit of Zoltan right now? I've been watching Dalton kick some ass. It's my turn. It was weird because it is a manly movie, but he is shirtless most of it. And it's weird because I'm not, but I'm still like, well, don't put a shirt on. You know, like it's that weird in between because he is in such good shape that I'm like, I feel like I'm at a museum looking at like Michelangelo's David or something. And you're like, man, I didn't know. How do you get that part? How do you get that muscle? Is that this machine? You do that a lot? And then no bread? And then this just comes in? How do you get abs on your ribs? That's so impressive. It's hard enough to get them in the front. How do you get them on the side like that? What do you got to do for that? Conor McGregor was in there. He was playing himself, I think. I think he was just being himself. And the opening scene is just his ass for way too long. Like long enough to where I'm like, is this movie for me? Like they just kept zooming. It was almost like the editor was playing a trick on men, like just to see how long they could get straight men to stare at Conor McGregor's butt cheeks. How about this angle? Get the drone. Go around him. Oh. Anyway, it was a very manly afternoon. Watched Roadhouse on the laptop. I had college football on the TV. Then my wife called and I was like, hi, sweetie. It was very manly until right at the end. It was good. I don't like doing anything. I'm not a real go-getter anymore. Pretty comfortable. I just want to be left alone. I think that's my new goal in life. It used to be success, and now I'm like, I just want to be left alone. They're like, do you have what it takes to make it? I'm like, this is enough. I have people come up to me, they're like, oh, it'd be great if you played theaters and you were on Netflix. I'm like, I like it where the club's in the hotel I'm at. I don't know if that's lazy or what that is, but I'm like, I don't know a lot of theaters that have a hotel up top where I can just go, wing, and then I come down. And then I was like, I was just watching Roadhouse. Because it took long enough to get to this level. This is fine, you know. Like everyone here is so nice. The hospitality, like all the servers, the manager over here, he's so nice. They keep bringing me stuff. Like there's so much stuff in that green room. It's like a whole vegetable tray and like dip. I don't even know what kind of dip it is. It's green. It's delicious. It's like green ranch or something. I don't know if they shaved an avocado in there or what they did. But I love it. And I know you guys are like, yeah, isn't that the norm? Isn't that how you're normally treated? No. Usually I'm in a dark room, no light, and it's not even a green room. It's just a shed in the back. And then the manager comes by and hits the door with a stick, and then I come out. Try not to knock anyone's pizza over while I make an entrance. I remember the last time I was in Calgary, I was working at another club. It wasn't this one. And the people that owned it were so mean. They were 2 brothers, and they were mean to me. and they like wouldn't let me order anything off the menu, and then at the end he made me a plate. He didn't ask me what I wanted, he just put some food together and goes, sit down to eat. And I was like, what is going on right now? Are you teaching me karate? Like, what is this? It's like he just let me out of the basement and he's like, you eat protein now, all right? And then later we're gonna work on abs on your ribs. That's what we're gonna do. Now you gotta be that clip on the internet for the rest of life. I love those clips too. It was a Canada clip that I loved. There's a guy, I'm gonna get this wrong, so maybe you can correct me, but I feel like the National Health Board here in Canada was trying to give like alcohol guidelines to where they were like, hey, drink less alcohol. Like, I think they were like 2 beers a week, that's all you should have. And they interviewed some guy who just came out with a bunch of beer. And they're like, what do you think about the new guideline? He hadn't heard about it. He's like, what? And then I don't know if you guys saw this interview, and they were like, yeah, the new guideline's 2 beers a week. He's like, that's not going to do anything for anybody. He was just so blunt. He's like, 2 beer? That's not even going to do anything. He also said it all Canadian. Like, he didn't say beers, he said beer, just with the R at the end. He's like, 2 beer? That ain't going to do anything. What's that gonna do for you? Nothing. I should be able to have 4 beer in my own home. By the way, why is the government telling me how many beers I can have? He goes on an impromptu rant that is like the alcoholics version of Martin Luther King. It's one of my favorite clips on the internet. And then when the interview's done, like the news person's like, all right, thank you for your time. He's like, wait a second. And he does a trick where he's got a fake tooth, and he pulls his fake tooth down, and you can see it just sticks to his tongue, and he goes, you can't handle the tooth. And he leaps. That's one of your countrymen that I just described. And I think he should be the mayor or whatever. I want to meet that guy. I want to have 2 beer with that guy. Look at us out late at night. What's up, everybody? Yeah. All right. I can tell this is my crowd because they're like, yes, this is late. This is late for us. I love it. All the people that were at the early show, they were also, we got 7 o'clock tickets. And I'm like, live it up, because my 9:30 show is doing meth right now, trying to make sure they're awake for this. I've noticed that the people that like me are like me, and we don't do late stuff, you know? We're like, I'm sure when you bought tickets for this, you're like, all right, 9:30, we could, if we try, we can be in bed before midnight, but it's gonna be, we gotta try, all right? You gotta park the first place I say to park. Don't put it up on the 3rd. Put it where I tell you. And then we can, you know what, we'll turn down the sheets. We'll already be ready. We do the dishes now. As soon as we get back, clothes in the living room, and we are asleep in the bedroom. That's how I am, man. I'm an early dude, you know? I am. I love to sleep in, though, still. I like to go to bed early and sleep in. I do both. They're like, oh, early to bed, early. What are you doing? You putting your feet on the ground? Is that what you're doing to get close to the earth? No. I'm still in bed. Because I do this for a living. I don't have to be up for anything too early. But, you know. But yeah, it was nice. I got to see a little bit of Salt Lake. I like your town. I got to see it alive today. That was cool. Because I came in yesterday. There was nobody out there. All right. It looked like North Korea out there. It was just like me and a couple people, and honestly, it looked like they were just paid to be there. Like, they didn't look like they were doing anything. It was just one guy reading the paper, and I'm like, no one reads the paper. It felt like that guy got hired by an acting gig or something. Just like, what? No, there's just one guy with his foot up on a step eating a pear. And I'm like, that's nobody that's ever been. Are you hired to make this look real? Just a little trolley going by, nobody on it. Just a little ghost town. But then today, everybody showed up. Nice, beautiful day. God, it was beautiful out there. Nice and hot, felt toasty. I like coming to Salt Lake. I don't know the vibe here. This is my second time in the city, but this is like, I don't know. You guys are just friendly. I'm assuming you don't live here. You just live outside of the city. And then you come in, and you guys are too nice for the homeless that you guys do have Because they're very nice, but they do fight amongst each other. And I just see you guys walking by going, oh dear. There is a polite two-step you guys do while there's a knife fight with a bike lock going on out there. And you guys are like, well, no, well, that is what's happening. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. Let's get indoors. Get indoors. I'm also one of the shady people, you know. I'm not because I'm doing anything shady. It's just like, you know, I do comedy. So yesterday I checked into the hotel with luggage in my backpack, and then I went to my room for a couple hours. I had to come do the show, so I brought my luggage because I have my merch that I sell after the show. So the lady who checked me in, she watches me leave with the same bags I came in with. But then I come back because I leave my merch bag here because I have the show the next night. So she watches me leave with 2 bags, come back with 1 bag. And she's just like, well, I just watched a drug deal. I'm pretty sure. There's no way that guy's not selling drugs. Just checked in, didn't want to answer what brings him to town. I never like to say comedy. I just go, I'm here on business. And you say it the right way, people are like, that's enough questions now. It's fun, man. But yeah, I had a good couple days. Flew in yesterday, quick flight from San Diego, but it felt long because I got upgraded to Comfort Plus, which is awesome. It's a little nicer. It's not first class, but it's right there. But it was a middle seat, and there was some beef next to me. So he was a big dude, and he had a blazer on, and it was his row. We were just kind of there. It was one of those. Our arms were like mashed together. To the point where after like an hour, I'm like, we should at least introduce each other. Have you ever been so mashed against somebody? You're like, I should get your name, you know? Like we were sharing body heat. Like you could have put a little thermometer between our triceps and you guys are exactly the same body temperature. And I'm like, I could have told you that. And we would we were almost nuzzling. That's how close we were. Like I'd move and then he'd move and then I'd move. And I felt like I was in bed with my wife. Like he was watching a movie. I just wanted to put my head on his shoulder. I like this one too. He was such an interesting dude. He was a businessman. He was like maybe a few years older than me, maybe 10 years older than me. He had a blazer on, didn't take it off, which I could tell. Like if you wear a blazer on a flight and you don't take it off to sit down, that lets me know you don't wear a blazer often. All right? I don't wear a blazer often, so I would sit down with it too. But he sat down with the blazer, 10 a.m. flight, puts on a Marvel movie. And he's like watching it intently at 10 in the morning. And I'm like, man, I don't know what you do for a living, but you are bad at it. Like, there's no way whatever business you're wearing this blazer for, you're doing a killer job at. If you're on this flight, your laptop should be open. You should be looking at spreadsheets of some type. And he's just over there, and he's invested in this movie. It's like he doesn't know that they're gonna win, you know? It's a Marvel movie, man. There's only one where they lost. Every other one, those horrible superheroes win. Every time. Tony Stark, what a douche that guy is, isn't he? What a smart aleck. Oh, well, how about this? And then he just flies on. I was so happy when he lost that one. Oh. My brother's a superhero guy. I always have to watch the superhero movies, and every time I'm like, this is who you like? These smug, arrogant, rich people? This is who you... And then that time they lost, I'm like, finally. And my brother's like, don't worry, they're going to come back in the next one. I'm like, there won't be a next one for me, all right? This is the last movie for me. But yeah, he was over there watching a Marvel movie, and then over here there was a guy older than both of us playing like a video game on his iPad, and it was like a wizard game. I looked over, there's a bunch of wizards running around, and there's magic spells, and he's picking up rubies, and I'm like, am I the most mature person in this row? I'm telling jokes at a mall, and this guy's over here in a business suit watching a Marvel movie at 10 in the morning. This guy's over here updating his credit card payment on this wizard game so he can buy more witchcraft to fight the warlocks. And I'm like, what is going on with everybody? Men have never been more immature than this generation. We're all superhero movies, and I'm part of the problem. Listen, I'm making fun, but I am part of the problem. because I have every streaming service. We pay for all of it like idiots. But every night I'm back at the hotel and I'm on YouTube watching pro wrestling from the 90s. I have the option to watch anything. I sit there, I'm like, nope, I need to watch SummerSlam 1993. Because I need to watch Lex Luger fight this evil Japanese Samoan. And I know, I said Japanese Samoan. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up the backstory to that. That guy was Samoan, but he played a Japanese character. Because it was 93, you don't look into that kind of detail. But that's what it is. We're all just nostalgic. So many men are nostalgic. Like, I just want everything from 1992 to 97. That was my happy time, all right? Everything after that sucked. Everything before that, it was like black and white. I don't know what that was. But that little section, that's where my heart lies. Everything was good. I think a lot of men, we're like nostalgic for a few years that we just want to always go back to anytime there's free time in our heads. Like, take me back to then. Take me back to then, you know? And my wife, she's not nostalgic at all. She's like looking for the future. She's like planning the future. And it's like we both agree that right now sucks. But we just don't know which way to pull, you know? I'm pulling for 94, and she's like, come on, let's buy a house. And I'm like, maybe 2 TVs. Maybe we buy a second TV, and then we can both watch what we want, and I'll have headphones on. We can be together, but we're not, you know? Like, we're both pulling the wrong direction. It's a weird time, man. We've never been dumber. Like, Rui talked about it. The gorillas question came up. That question didn't exist. And then yesterday I heard about it for the first time. What if 100 men fought a gorilla? And you're like, that's a question that shouldn't have left the couch where the bong was. But because of social media, it made its way through society. Someone with a joint and a protein shake was like, buddy, have you ever thought about... And it should have been left in the lobby of that gym, but for some reason... It spread, and now everybody knows. That's what happens, because my generation was raised on the idea that there are no stupid questions, and now here we are with the dumbest questions alive, and there's actual scientists going, well, let me think about it. There's real scientists that answered the dumb question. They, went on Instagram, and they're just like, yeah, I guess I'll answer it in hopes that you don't defund my work. Like, maybe if I do this, you'll think that science is real and you won't cut me out of the budget. Thank you so much. And it's such a weird, we've never been dumber, and it's a weird, there's billionaires on podcasts? Why are they on podcasts? Zuckerberg went on a podcast. You did it. That's for me to promote this. You already have all the money. What are you doing? And that just goes to show you money can never buy enough notoriety. Like, people's attention will never be worth billions of dollars. Like, you're like, I gotta be on there. It's this weird thing. I don't, nerds and meatheads have met, and I don't like the outcome. Like, decades ago, nerds and meatheads never spoke to each other. Like, maybe the meathead would go over there and bully the nerd every once in a while, and then once he was crying, he'd leave. And that was it. And then we'd become adults, and they just wouldn't interact. But over the last few years, meatheads have gotten podcasts, and they've invited the nerds, and then they have a conversation, and afterwards a weird thing happens. Now the meathead thinks he's smart, and the nerd thinks he's cool. And neither thing could be further from the truth. Like, it couldn't be further. If you don't believe me, look up a picture of Elon Musk and Zuckerberg before they ever went on a podcast, and look at them now. All it was a meathead going, that's a pretty cool point you made. And they're like, do you remember before? Oh my God, before they were all just dorks. Do you remember the first time Elon smoked weed on the Rogan podcast? Like, how do you do it? That's pretty okay. Cut to 5 years later, he's with a chainsaw. Every park ranger is fired now. And you're like, something happened, the nerds and the meatheads. they both had what the other wanted. I want respect from my peers, and these people think I'm dumb. Give me some of your intelligence. Oh, why am I winded from telling that joke? I think I have low T. I think that's what it is. Everyone just wants to, I don't know, just get old and die. I don't know what your ads are. My ads are everything's hymns. Everything. Every video I watch, they're like, you need hymns. You need hymns. You're losing your hair. You're soft. You're losing your hair and you're soft. Every ad is some girl holding hymns. He brought hymns. Let me be bald and soft. For the love of God, can I just be bald and soft? For the love of God, do I really need just a full head of hair? Yeah. I'm ready for all comers. No, let me die. Let me wither and die like a normal person. What do you want me to do? Look like these jacked 50-year-olds? I'm the pillar of health. Are you? You're red. You are red. Your skin is red. You look like you're about to explode and just undigested T-bone steaks are gonna fly out of your veins. You are healthy? Are you kidding me? Like this color red. Tell you what you gotta do. Yeah, not listen to your exploding face. It's insane, man. I don't want to do it. But everyone's jacked, everyone's on steroids. And it's not going to be good because eventually those people are going to be senior citizens. We're going to have ripped senior citizens. Is that what you want? Just some 90-year-old coming out? Where's Grandpa? You like that? Does that look good? No. It looks like it's against God's will, is what it looks like. Like the muscles are there, but the skin's all wrong. You know what I mean? Like, just looks like he threw a weathered tarp over a brick wall. Like it doesn't. That's not what human beings are supposed to look like. It's nuts, man. And then we're also advanced. We're advanced. We're so far advanced. We have rocket ships. Remember, like a couple weeks ago, we sent those women to space, and they were gone just long enough for us to hate them. Like that. Those women left for like 10 minutes, and they came back. We're like, bah! They didn't. Katy Perry, poor Katy Perry. She had no idea. She came back, and everyone's boners. Like, what? How long were we gone? What the hell what happened while we were gone? We live in such a weird time. Like there's like advancement and then so much regression, and then it's like we live in a time where you can go to outer space on vacation and people are dying of the measles at the same time. That's like, imagine if a time traveler happened to land today. It would take them a while to figure out what year it was. You'd see a spaceship going up like, yeah, they're going on vacation. Oh my God! And then over here just. And you're like, at the same time? At the same time, what happened? The nerds and the meatheads started hanging out. And both of them are... maybe I'll get on it. I don't know. But I keep track of all of it. I don't know. I try. Like Bill Belichick has a mean girlfriend. I don't know if you guys... Bill Belichick, if you don't know, he is 75 years old. He has a 26-year-old girlfriend, and somehow he did it wrong. I don't know how you mess that up. You're supposed to be in charge. That's how that goes. You become a millionaire, and then you're like, I'm going to get a 20-year-old girlfriend. And then she's like, this is what we're doing, Bill. And he's like, I think I'm doing this wrong. I don't know if you saw that interview. He did an interview where he's wearing like a torn up shirt, which isn't weird for Bill. That's how he always dressed, all right? He always dressed like it was laundry day and he didn't know he had something to do. Every football game, he's like, oh, we're playing today, so just give me anything. I gotta get out there. He's wearing a hoodie in the heat. He doesn't know. And so now he started dating this girl who's like in her 20s, and he did an interview with CBS, and during the interview the guy was like, hey, so your new girlfriend, how'd you guys meet? You know, where does a 75-year-old and a 26-year-old happen to bump into each other? in the world of life. And then off camera, she's just sitting there with her feet up going, we're not answering that! And it cut to Bill Belichick. He's like, I guess we're not answering that. And I was like, wow, this proves that Tom Brady won those championships. He doesn't know how to answer to beautiful people. That's what we learned. Tom Brady's as good looking as this girl, and I'm sure that's who was running that locker room. That's not what we're doing, Bill. He's like, all right. I was in LA last week, and they have Waymos out there. I don't know if you know about these Waymos. We don't have them in San Diego. I don't know if you guys have them out here. But it's the self-driving Ubers. They drive. I don't know if you've seen these cars, but I got to see them. I was driving my car, and I got to see these cars. I don't know if you've seen them, but it's just doohickeys everywhere. It's just every... And I got to see how much technology it takes to do what I just do and not even pay attention to. And it made me feel so good about myself. The fact that it needs all this to do stuff that I do while I'm texting is amazing. Like, I'm an amazing human being. I do so much. They don't even have the technology for it. But yeah, it's been fun, man. San Diego, we had our earthquake. I don't know if you got that. I wasn't in town for it. I was in Pittsburgh, but my wife was there. My wife's not from Southern California. She grew up in Toronto, so this was her first earthquake. And so she texted me while I was getting in the car, and she just wrote earthquake in all caps with an exclamation point. I'm like, oh my gosh, she thinks this is Twitter. That's adorable. And I'm like, and she's like, earthquake, and I'm like, oh my God, is everything okay? And she's like, I don't know. And I got on the phone with her, and I'm like, what would happen? She's like, it was a 5.6. I'm like, that's a pretty good jolt. And she's like, I was like, what'd you do? She's like, I ran out of the house. And she's like, it's so crazy because I watched a video on what to do in an earthquake, and you're not supposed to run out of the house. You're supposed to like grab and hold and like get in the fetal position or something, or get under a table. I don't even know, and I should. And the reason I don't know is because every earthquake I've been in, I just sat on the couch and I went, is that an earthquake? And I asked that enough that it stopped. And then I went, I think that was an earthquake. You know how there's like fight and flight? I'm the freeze one. I'm the one where I'm like, oh no! Oh, it's over now. Like if I was ever assaulted in the street, if they put out the security footage, it would just be just punched in the face. Oh my goodness! Oh, thank God he stopped. I have like no reaction skills whatsoever. I'm a terrible athlete. But yeah, my wife was like, I knew what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to like get under a table and hold on tight, and the ground started shaking, and I just ran. That was my instinct. And I was like, well, did you get the cats? And she's like, no. I was like, she's like, we passed each other in the hallway. And I was like, we need to set up in-house cameras, because I gotta see that. That would have been awesome. 2 cats running this way, my wife going the other way. Ah, man. Yeah, we got 2 cats at home. That's why I'm wearing glasses. I normally wear contact lenses, but I think one of the cats sat on my face when I was asleep, and I woke up with like an eye. You ever do that, any other cat owners? Not to make it gross in here, but I woke up this morning and my eye was like, and I looked at the cats, and they looked very pleased with themselves. And I was like, I think you sat on my eye. And so I can't put my contact. I love saying that joke because the cat owners are like, ha ha ha. The non-cat people are like, that's disgusting, and you should keep that to yourself. But yeah, I have to be careful because one time I got last year around this time I got a sty in my eye. I don't know if you know what a sty is, but it's like high-end pink eye is what that is. Like pink eye, that's for trailer park people, you know. But a sty, that's like, ooh, what happened? You get your monocle too close to your eyelashes? What happened there? That's what a sty is. It's a high-end pink eye. And I didn't have health insurance at the time, so I didn't know what to do. Like, if you don't have health insurance and you have a problem, they have a thing called CVS Telehealth. CVS Telehealth, which if you don't know what that is, for $100 you get to FaceTime with like a cashier, I think. And so I paid $100 and I just held my phone really close to my eye. And a cashier on her lunch break was like, yeah, I think that's a sty. And I was like, what should we do? She's like, I don't really know. Should probably not put your contacts in. One more time for Brian. Make it loud for him. What is up? Hello. We're here. Did you come back? Did I meet you last night? Oh, man. All right. Didn't you give me a business card? Did you? Was your last name Kaszas? No, that was another guy. I got so many business cards yesterday. That's the Calgary hello. Hello, I'm a respected business individual here. I'm serious, I got like 4 business cards, and one guy just gave me a business card because his last name was the same as mine. He's like, I know you've met a lot of Zoltans, but have you met another Kaszas? And I'm like, no, not really. He goes, wham! And I'm like, Rob Kaszas. Hell yeah. He's in financial advice or something. Thank you so much for coming back. Some of these jokes will sound familiar. Just a heads up. I'll do my best to mix it up, but I'm not a damn magician, all right? I didn't do that much today, okay? There's not much to talk about. I don't have a car. I'm stranded here, all right? Like, there's... What did you want me to do? Go to Enterprise? Where do I go? I love this hotel because it's the closest I get to my room's right there, and I take the elevator down. It's beautiful, but then without a car, like the middle of the day is it feels like a sentence, you know? You're like, oh, I get some time in the yard tonight. Tonight I get to go out, and I know I could have gotten an Uber or something, but that seems like a lot. You know, because then I got to have a plan and then go do something, and I don't know, I'll just hang out here. That's what I did. I just hung out. I didn't eat at the restaurant today. I ate there yesterday. I don't know if anyone else is staying here. A lot of events going on. There's an 18-year-old's birthday party going on in the lobby. Does anyone try to crash that? You know? That's such a nice birthday. 18. All right. My 18-year-old birthday was not that, like, I had like 4 people there. We went to a strip club, because that's like the age that you can go in the States is 18, and we went, and like, look like we belong. Or just... We did not look like we belonged. I remember we got kicked out. I didn't know you had to tip everybody. I didn't know that. But yeah, no, it's beautiful here. We went and had some food yesterday. It's very nice. I don't know if you had food here. It's good. A lot of elderly people. That's what it was. It was just nice. Everyone's nice. A buffet. It's a bunch of people. It's very good food, good conversation, a nice hack and cough in the corner. I don't know if you've ever had dinner with the elderly, but that's just par for the course. That's part of it. Someone off to the side, not far from you. You wish further, but pretty close. Just in the middle of him. Ah! No one checking on him. His wife not even looking up from her plate, just like, that's just how he enjoys iced tea. There is an age where, like, they stop checking on you. I've noticed that. Like, if you cough like that 20 years younger than that guy was, people are like, call a medic, he's choking on his meat. But if you're a certain age, they're like, he's got a, I don't know. Doctors have quit, you know. No one's even trying. I had an exciting day. You didn't hear this on yesterday's show. I slept in. I couldn't fall asleep last night till like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I don't know. I slept in. So I slept in till like 11:30. And I usually wake up before my wife, and I shoot her like a good morning text. And I didn't because I was sleeping. And so she texted me a bunch. She called me a bunch, and I didn't answer it. It's on silent. And so she called the hotel to do a wellness check on me. And so I got a phone call. I'm like, what the hell is that? And I don't answer the phone for anybody, so I didn't answer it. And then I pulled my phone. It's 8,000. Are you okay? I'm getting worried. And then I FaceTimed her, and she's crying. And I'm like, what? She's like, I thought you were dead. And I'm like, even if I am, what are you calling people for? They can't. Let me sleep off the dead, you know? And so that did not make her feel better. She's just so worried, you know? Sometimes she gets in her head, she has a bit of the anxiety like I do, and she just goes on it. And I got to watch. That's why it's funny how texts are timestamped. I got to watch her spiral. 10 a.m., good morning. 10:30, whoo, my baby's sleeping in. 11, I'm getting worried. 11:30, I've called the hotel and I'm sobbing with the cats. It's like an hour and a half. And then I talked to her about it. She's like, I was so worried. I was like, how do I break the news to his mother that her son is dead? And she's like, I'm going to move back to Toronto. What's the point of living in the States? I only love you. I got to move back to Toronto. Then my family's going to be closer. I was going to call me over for dinner. And I was like, you went down that spiral in an hour and a half? You mentally moved. You moved. You broke my mother's heart. You moved back to Toronto. And I was just in a bed in Calgary going, She just loves me, that's all. I used to have a joke, and it always stuck with her. I had a joke, I don't know, 2019. It's on an old special where I was like, comedians die in hotel rooms. That's what we do. And then not long after that, Bob Saget died in his hotel room. And I'm not saying I did it. I'm just saying he also wasn't the first one. That's just what the reason we die there is we do this for a living. We get older, and then and we happen to be working to play, and then and then that room's haunted. Look, like I don't know. That's how it works, but it's always been in her head, and she's like, I just thought, I remember Bob Saget. And I was like, I'm fine. I'm doing all right. But it's nice to know I'm loved, you know? There's a time in my life when I was single, and I'd sleep until 3 in the afternoon, and no one called me. And now that I think about it, man, when I was single, I wonder how many days I'd be dead till someone found out. You ever wonder that? Like, if you didn't have a love, is he breathing? You know, like, I don't know. I was trying to say something sentimental, but you guys got pulled back there. I apologize. But it's very nice to be here in Canada. I love coming to Calgary. My 3rd time here. Everyone's been so wonderful. Yeah, you guys have been great. Sold out all my shows this weekend. Thank you so much. They couldn't have done it without you. I need that. Comedy's way better with people. I'll tell you that. I've done comedy. This is my 20th year in comedy, and most of those years, plenty of tickets available. All right? You could have pulled some chairs together and laid down, but now that's becoming less and less, which is great. I'll take that. It was very nice to be here. Love coming up to Canada. My wife's Canadian, so I think I'm half Canadian. I think that's how that works. I'm half of you guys. I saw some lady shake her head. He's an idiot. That's not how it works at all. I think that makes me part Canadian. I'm up here. I'm not just here for work. I'm also, I don't know if you're following the news, but I'm scouting locations for an exit. I don't know if you're following what's going on in the United States. Chaotic is how I would describe it. Just a lot going on, and we don't know what. And we're like, what's going to happen next? And they're like, here's some more Epstein files. That's all they do. Every time it looks like they're about to lose control of the population, here's some more Epstein files. And we're like cats when it's not wet food day. Like, all right, well, give me some catnip or something. Give me something to live off of. You sprinkle down some Epstein. Nom, 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 little Epstein files. Nom, 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 nom. Our Ice Age is going to kick down my door. Here's some more Epstein files. Nom, 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 nom. It's pretty divided down there. We can't even agree on what's murder. We watched the same video and we're like, that looks like murder. You're like, no, that guy was being aggressive while he was on all fours. You don't know it. We looked into his history. He's an amateur wrestler. That's where he was going to go, wah, and then choke everybody out. But thankfully, those untrained people with guns took care of him. Oh, man, that'd be funnier if it wasn't true. It's hard. I don't think I'm going to say this about us me and my people America. I know you guys are Canadians. I don't think we get enough respect for how hard it is to be an American. All right, you know, I know we're the butt of a lot of people's jokes, and rightfully so. I'm not here to defend it, but no one talks about how hard it is to be an American. All right, it's not as on paper. It looks easy. It looks easy. It's just it's God, country, family. That's it. And you're like, that's pretty easy. You laid it out right there. How hard is that to follow? Well, you sometimes swap God and country depending on what's going on. Family always stays at third. They never move up the list. It doesn't matter what happens. Family's always third. You're like, your daughter's pregnant. She's a teenager. Well, no abortion because God's against that, and so is most of the country. So good luck with that. Sorry, I'm a what would Jesus do kind of guy. It's like, well, what about mass deportation? You're like, damn it. All right, today it's country, God, and then family. We got to swap that. And you're like, oh, well, what about your immigrant stepfather's pregnant? What are you going to do about him? And you're like, I don't know. Like, it's hard. No one ever talks about it. Being an American every day is playing Tetris with your morals. Just trying to figure out, are we God today or are we country? What are we doing first? It's never, when's it family? Never. That's when it is. Keep talking. I'll put guns third and you fourth. It's hard. It's hard to be an American. But it's fun. I don't know. It's exciting. There's always something to watch on the news. That's good. Took over Venezuela. That was fun. It was fun to just watch him say the word Venezuela. I love it when he says multiple syllable words. Because it always sounds like he's saying them for the very first time out loud. Like he's reading them in the back and they're like, do you want to practice, Mr. President? No, I'm just going to hit it out there. Venezuela. Are you teaching people to say it? Venezuela. There's words I'm excited to hear him say. I saw on the news we have an armada. That's how they describe the Navy ships that we sent to Iran, and I'm like, God, I want to hear him say that out loud. We have a wonderful armada. I love the syllables he chooses to enunciate. It's fun. But yeah, it's scary. We took over Venezuela. It helped people because like there's a bunch of Venezuelans that didn't like that dictator president. We just picked him out of the sky and dropped him over here. I don't know if you guys ever played SimCity growing up, but I used to do that. Roller Coaster Tycoon. You're in the pond now. How do you like that? That's how they picked up the president of Venezuela. I'm sleeping. No, you're over here now. And we're like, oh, that's good. We got the people of Venezuela are liberated. And then they're like, they also have a lot of oil. And I was like, oh, and they showed a graphic on TV of the countries with the biggest oil reserves. Like, I never looked into that. I just assumed it was the Middle East. I thought that's where all the oil comes from. No, they're like, Saudi Arabia's like 4th or 5th. It was like, number 1 was Venezuela. Number 2, you guys. How the hell did you let that cat out of the bag? That's why he was talking all that 51st state stuff. Canada would love to be the 51st state. You guys are like, no! If he ever starts talking about liberating you from the moose or whatever, you guys, just be ready. I've been watching boxing in the back. There's a big boxing fight going on. I was watching that. I don't know if you guys were watching the fights earlier, but there was a guy with a wig. And it got knocked off in the middle. Who would have thunk it? This guy got hit and they missed and it went cling and it just peeled it right up. And he was just flapping like an open can of tomato soup. Just, bring it on. Why are you laughing? We're supposed to be fighting. Madison Square Garden, big arena. Even more people watching on TV. And you're like, what the hell? You know that was a conversation. Whoever slapped that, the glue's strong? Oh, buddy, the glue is so strong. Because do you have any idea what I do for a living? Yeah. Oh, buddy, you could hit this with a sledgehammer. And it just peeled, and he continued fighting. Like his corner, I could tell the corner was working on him, and I was trying to figure out which one was going to break him the news that Because by the time he sat down, it like flopped down, but now it's like backing off to the side, you know? And he has like 3 people. One's working on a black eye, the other one's giving him some water, the other one's going, hey, try maybe this punch. And I'm like, which one's gonna go, buddy? Your wig popped up. But someone eventually told him, and then right before he came out for the next round, he ripped it off and threw it in the crowd. Could you imagine leaving with that souvenir? We were close. How close? We caught a guy's toupee. From the audience? No, he was the fighter. He was the fighter. And I gotta tell you, super glue, not that strong. We got this guy's scalp.